Hey, it's Rob. Welcome to Horsehead Bookends for week 6 of My Life with the MPC live series. Today we are going to look into song mode. It's something I fooled around with a little, but not too much. So what we're going to do is we are going to take some of the samples I pulled from regular instruments from week 4. I'll post that link right up there and try to create a song with it. If it doesn't come out good, there's some other things I've been working on, so we'll try to use that if what I recorded with the samples doesn't work too well. So why don't we take a look at the MPC Live and let's try to figure out song mode. Okay, so from the week 4 My Life with MPC Live, we recorded some sounds from instruments I had. We have our drums that were taken from the Arturia drum brute. We have the guitar. And we have the synthesizer. Okay, so what I did was I recorded certain different sequences using the instruments that we recorded. So for example, I have something labeled intro, which is just really a little bit of a drum beat. And then we have the synth. We have a full drum beat. And then we have synth plus guitar. And then finally we have what I call the master, which is the beat I created with everything. What we can do is, when we're playing this, we can actually switch the sequences to hear what we want to play, so we have some idea of how to create the song mode. So that's what I did first. I thought for me it was really handy to figure out how I wanted to piece the sequences together. Now I believe the synth is sort of offbeat, so I tried to fix it, but I wasn't too successful. So let's use this as just a quick example of how we wanted it to sound. So I'm going to start playing with the intro, and I'm going to change the sequences to actually create a song before we get into song mode. Okay, we'll go back to the intro, and then we'll go back to full drum, and let's do, let's get everything there. And now we'll just go cut out the drums to just the synth. Let's add the guitar in. And then we'll go back to the master. And we'll bring it back down to the intro again. Alright, so that's sort of how it's going to sound. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go to song mode. In the menu, song mode. Now you have your all your sequences laid out, which is super easy. So what you want to do to play them in the order you want, if you just click record, now you're recording the sequence of what you want. Now you could either hit the pads or actually touch it on the screen. So I'm just going to hit the pads. So let's do the intro. So we got the intro to go 1, but let's do the intro twice. Okay. Then we're going to do the full drum twice. Go back to the intro once. Let's do the master once. then we'll do just the synth and guitar, then the synth. We'll bring it back to the master, then full drum, then intro. Okay, so we have everything laid out. Let's click record again. Now let's click play. Now you can see what's going to get played first is in green, and what's getting queued up next will be in yellow. So let's go ahead with that. See, it's queuing up in yellow. Now it's playing that. It's queuing up the intro. It's going to queue up the master that has everything. Now just synth and guitar. Synth. And that's it. Pretty simple to construct a song using your sequences in song mode. So let's just talk about it. Okay, so that was using the MPC Live to construct a song in song mode using sequences that you've previously created. I think it's actually a really useful tool to help build a song out of different sequences, because sometimes when you're for me, when I'm playing around with the MPC Live, I would create these little sequences that I think were really good, but I don't want to create an entire song out of a sequence sometimes. But you can do that. It's actually pretty simple. So by doing that, I can create these little 2, 4, 6, 8 bar little sequences, and then chain all these sequences together to actually create one whole song. And once that song is created, there you can actually export it as a WAV file if you want, or you can also convert it into a sequence. So you have your song that you just created as one long sequence, which I haven't tried yet, but it's pretty it seems pretty interesting. So I'm getting more and more accustomed to some of the different features on the MPC Live. I mean, it's taking time, and there's a lot of trial and error trying to figure out if you do this, what happens. As you can tell in the samples that I used, my synth sounds were off. They weren't on the beat for some reason, and I adjusted them before I played this, but then I shut off the machine and I didn't save, and it lost everything I did. I actually moved everything over a little in the editing, and just to get it on beat, and it's gone because I didn't click save. So always click save when you're working on something. Or if you really start tinkering too much and you completely screw it up, maybe don't click save, or save it as something else so you never lose that original file that you did. So I think coming up in the next few weeks, we are going to look into some of the other functions, like the EQ, setting different volume for some of the pads and the triggers. I really want to do a deep dive into the actual unit with the built-in sounds. I mean, it's jam-packed with information. There's so much there. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, please don't forget to click on subscribe and ring the notification bell so you get notified whenever I upload a new video. Any questions or comments, please post them below. Also, if you want to see me tackle something with the MPC Live, even if I don't know it, let me know below too, because hey, I'll take it on as a challenge. I think it's good because it'll help me learn, and if I film it, then it'll help you learn too if you're watching it. But other than that, talk to you later.